kind of set up here so you can see I'm in a space right now. Um, and I just realized that I am again on, there we go. How's everyone today? Oh, hope you can see me. There we go. I think we're okay. And hopefully I'll be able to see the comments. So, yeah. Oh, I feel like my heart's just so like full today. So we got some the heart chakra deck. We're gonna use those. But yeah, I went to this amazing dance class today, and I was able to just see the like beauty of connecting with different people and the energy of like the masculine and the feminine in like union, I guess you could say. Oh, it was just so special to me. I really enjoyed it. So get out there, people. Like, I don't know where you are, what's happening in your country, wherever you might be watching this video. Here, where I live in Canada, things seem to be opening up. And I can't help but think how it's all these things have kind of happened in the past like 2 years, really uncovering these wounds and traumas and the challenges that I'm facing around my heart space. And I love how like I got over COVID. Maybe I think it was in January. It was like boom, January, COVID. And that I could feel such a opening of my heart space. And here I am now. It's like, and around that time, I started kind of putting myself out there again in the like whole connecting with folks in a more intimate way. Um, and here we are. Like, it's just, I just can't believe how magical it is now. It's like when we start to open ourselves and acknowledge that it's okay to be open to receive love and connection with others, that it is safe for us to do this, and we're going to make the right connections, that and the connections that help us to also feel safe, because that's important. I know it's not always easy to um, be with folks who maybe, well, it's like we attract some not so positive experiences in life. So if you want a card, if you want a Rune or whatever, I'll probably do like one of each. You can leave a comment and hopefully I'll see the comments. I apologize if you're commenting already. I find this phone thing is not always the ideal. But let's tap into some February 14th, Valentine's love. Ooh, that card just flew there. I want to just read what's on this picture right here. It says it's about love. It's about compassion. It's about kindness and faith. Like, what does that say? To have nothing to do with luck, in brackets. It's about patience. It's about caring and sharing. It's about forgiveness. You get what you give, so give good. Yeah, it's like, what are we willing to put out into the world? It's like, if we aren't willing to open up ourselves, then the world's not going to open up to us. So how can you start to open up? Are you finding things are closed off? Oh, this is very interesting to me, because there's certain people I'm aware of right now that this is kind of what's going on. So we got a clarity throat chakra card. There's another card that just flipped itself here. Lots of throat stuff, music. Oh, and love. And we'll pull some runes too. So this is going to be just a general sort of thing for folks right now within Valentine's Day, the 14th. We got music, clarity, and love. It actually fell in this order, so I don't know if it really matters necessarily, but I just find it really interesting. We got these 3 cards, and within these 3 cards, it's like the center space of our focus. I like to say it's a nipple, but I know it's not a nipple, it's something else. And music, which I guess that would be a note, but I see Saturn like every time. I just see Saturn within the space. And I think if you've ever heard, oh, this is interesting. If you've ever heard the sounds of the planets, you can like Google, look this up, and you can hear it. And I'm pretty sure it was Saturn was one that did not sound very pleasing. I remember my ex being like, "Why do you like that one? Like it sounds creepy." And I'm like, "I don't know. We just have different like things that we're attuned to." So where are you attuning yourself and your heart to? What are you calling in terms of relationships and people and places, experiences that you would like? If you don't like what you're bringing in, then change your sound. Music is a great way to do this, like sound healing. You can even just do it with your voice. Whether you call it light language or whatever, I would like to say there's like different ways of it. Hi, no call, ver life. I don't know what that means. But if you want a card, let me know. This is just a general sort of reading right now for the collective, as they say. So it's like, how can you change your interpretations or your connections to love through the use of your voice? We got the blue throat chakra card here twice. That, and it's like the blue throat chakra and then the heart being green. And it's interesting because they say the hands, the arms are an extension of either both. I like to think it's kind of dependent on what's going on because we can channel information from spirit and write it out. You could create some type of poetry or whatever. And also we do acts of like kindness and supporting or being of service to others through our hands. Usually, right? It's like that action sort of oriented perspective, I guess. So it's like, how are you willing and what are you willing to do to create those shifts? And if you're not really clear about it, then use your voice through prayer, through speaking to the divine to gain clarity of that matter. Once we gain that clarity and we know what it is we want, like basically visualizing it, then do the things around the healing with the sound, even listening to sound frequencies to bring in what it is that you want. So we're going to pull a rune with this. Until 14th of February, Love Collective readings. I haven't really pulled any runes for lives in a while. La 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 la. Feu. This is the rune of really highly connected to Freya. Whoops. Abundance, love, I would say as well. Though there's obviously other runes. What I'm seeing with this is like us opening up to receive, like as if you're like standing like like that, like a little dance move. In order for us to receive, we have to be able to see and accept that we can receive. We have to put our hands up. Oh, this is so fitting. I was in this class, we were talking about the hands being open and being in that receptivity mode. And there was something really profound about that I think we can like really tap into. And also I want to add to that is like us tapping into the beauty of who we be as individuals, because you yourself have this sense of beauty. I knew there was gonna anyways. I'm just thinking about what I was gonna say because I got the sense it was gonna spell foe. But I mean, because my name Fola, we have Othello. This is that tribe energy connecting to people, to the groups. It's also a father energy. So this is like a very balanced sort of approach. Like we've got like the feminine and this abundance, and then with space within the community and the connections with others, like interweaving and interconnected. And I'm really, for some reason, being drawn to the fact that it's like 2 points merging and meeting and joining into one and then coming back out again. How beautiful is it to have these types of relationships where we can actually connect to other people in a healthy way, where we don't feel this codependency or over connection to each other, right? It's like, how can we know that we're together yet still go about our own unique ways of like living life? There's something super powerful. about that. So I wonder if we were just to ask, what's something that might be the best way to look at, something that might need to like be, something that needs to be healed at this point for this love connection for those who are watching. Now these cutting away. Oh my God. Which also, oh no, that's not the right word. But I was going to say it's spelling fun, but it's not. But fawn. Dang it. That would have been cool though. Okay, anyways, either way. Now this is about like cutting away the things, letting go of the things that do not serve you anymore. So what in your life is not bringing that excitement, that love, that clarity, all these cards that we have connected with, your ability to express yourself through sound, music, fun, creative things. What is it that needs to be snip, snip? Ooh, I looked at it, it was 11:11. These might be relationships at this point. I'm getting the sense it's like a lot of strong old patterns of relationships that maybe like keep coming into your life right now, that it would be ideal if it just stopped. So use your voice. I got a lot of these blue throat. You have the clarity. Like, why do you keep holding on to these relationships or this particular relationship with whoever? This, like, I want to say it's like an archetype of a character that's like your ideal kind of toxic relationship. Are you willing to cut away from it? If you can give yourself 6 months, I'm getting the sense of 6 months to really show yourself love, to really show yourself a sense of just that looking into what it is that you want. There's going to be a lot of potential. We got Ewo here with this Rune. I'm sensing this thing of like being in the space right now so that you can do the healing that is the last piece, so that and clear out your energy field of all the things that no longer serve it, all those relationships that have not really been the most like positive. And then drawing, it's like I'm seeing this as above so below sort of energy with this, drawing it from the above, bringing it through throat chakra, visualizing all this stuff, and seeing how your life is, and also beginning to be like, what do I want in my like physical reality, and allowing that to go up into like through prayer or whatever, letting your needs be made known so that you can like manifest what it is you want. And it's like this feedback loop between two, and you need to really focus on it. Like you need to, whatever the vision is, like be in that space. Again, I pointed out how it's like these sort of like central pieces. It's like very like boom, boom, boom. I don't know why that is. There's something really being accentuated within this, like the center. Just your attention goes there. What is it that you want? And if you can continue on focusing on that, that's going to be ideal, basically, is what's being said. Don't mind all the noise there. Okay, let's pull a card as a final thing. 4 cards for runes. That makes sense. I'm having some weird things happen right now for myself around this energy. We got intense here. This is not, it's not an easy route to want to step more into that love and the things that we want. Um, it's just not easy. Like it requires a lot of personal development and looking at the self and all that stuff. But there's going to be a huge shift in the energy that's going to happen. That's going to be the best support for you. You're going to know when you're in the spaces that you need to be in. It's going to probably feel different than what you're used to. And that's completely okay. Acknowledge it and be curious about it. Like, okay, what's this about? Why? What is this energy that I'm noticing? What is it trying to communicate to me? What do I need to know in this moment? Um, how can it get any better than this? Is always a nice question. Intensity of energy, especially around love, and that can be a bit much for some folks. You know, when you're in that like sort of relationship that maybe you're not used to, like those ones that you're cutting away, right? Those kind of toxic ones. When we're not used to those more positive, sort of healthy relationships, it can be a bit much in terms of connecting. So I'm just seeing messages here and I'm not sure if I can read them. Anyways. So about this intensity, it's like, are you willing to be in it and acknowledge that it just is what it is and that you don't need to make it anything else? You don't need to create some story out of it or, you know, respond or react. I want to say react probably is a better word in a way. Like, it's like, how can you just be present with it? The visuals might become more intense as you're going through this whole process of gaining the clarity and focusing, bringing it from the above to the below through your awareness, through your visualization or meditation practice. And that's okay too. Like, be within it. Just again, be curious about it. Don't attach overly. Anytime you feel like you're attaching, cut away from that. Great Rune, you can just literally say like, now these. I think this is where the camera is. I don't know what it's doing. Focus on the thing. There we go. Gotta move my head. So just focus on the Rune, and you can say that to yourself. Now these. Imagine scissors cutting away from anything around you in your auric fields. It's interesting. I'm seeing this rune and I'm seeing the Hebrew letter Aleph, which we were just learning about yesterday in a course that I'm in. And I believe it was around the breath. That breath, just reminding yourself about the importance of the pause in your life. Now these, cutting away, letting go, pausing, breathing. You know, anytime that you're feeling a bit of this intensity or uncertainty in your life, just pausing and breathing. Yeah. So that's all I really want to say. I don't see any comments. I apologize if there were comments. I don't see any except no calls before, which I have no idea what that comment meant. So, yeah, I hope you're all having a fabulous day and that your Valentine's Love Day Fest, whatever you want to call it, is a glorious one, whatever you're doing. If you are in relationship or not, like treat yourself to something nice, something that you feel called to do. Take care of yourself. Be willing to accept and receive all that pleasure, all that excitement in your life, and acknowledge that. Okay? But yeah, I hope you all have a great, fabulous day, and I will see you in another video.